Myth or fact? Platforms like Roblox are not responsible for what happens between users.
That is absolutely a myth. So Roblox is a publicly traded company that has the largest online gaming platform in the world. They market their product as being safe to children 6 and above. When you put a product on the market and you introduce it to the market, it's meant to be safe for the intended user. Roblox knew about the defective nature of their product for years now. They have materially misrepresented their safety features while contemporaneously uh, dealing with law enforcement in all 50 states. There's numerous investigations going on that Roblox is participating in regarding the predation of children. Stan, what's your thoughts?
I think this is 100% a myth, right? Roblox is going to be the only corporation in America that is going to try to push that fallacy on you, right? Roblox set up a platform that allowed pedophiles to make direct contact with young children, resulting in rapes at some of the worst cases. What's happened there is horrible. They are 100% responsible for what's happening to these children.
Myth or fact? If a child lies about their age online, companies cannot be held accountable.
Yes, this is also 100% a myth. It is, children will lie. That's like saying a bar is not responsible for serving an underage kid if he says he's 21, right? If you've got something that presents a danger to children, it's incumbent upon you to set up the necessary safeguards to ensure that children don't get there. Just saying, yes, I'm over the age of 18 shouldn't be sufficient to get you on Pornhub.
100% absolutely a myth. In fact, that proposition is complete bullshit. So Stan summed it up perfectly, but where I'll add to that is when you're relying on minors to self-report their age, that is where the train is going to go off the tracks. Minors are going to lie 100% just to have access to a platform they otherwise would not have access to. I mean, no different than we lied as children so we can get alcohol. No different than we always pretend to be a little bit older than we were, because it would allow us to have opportunities we wouldn't otherwise be able to have. You're allowing children to self-report their age. That's the first big problem.
Myth or fact? Reporting harmful behavior on Discord guarantees it will be removed.
100% a myth. First of all, why would we trust Discord? Discord has lied about their safety features over and again, no different than Roblox. They've been named to the Dirty Dozen by the National Center of Missing and Exploited Children for 6 years in a row. Those are the 12 worst tech companies that facilitate the grooming and predation and abuse, physical abuse of minors. So Discord has known this. They've done nothing to improve their product. What we know about Discord is they're intending to go public in the third quarter of this year. They have a $14 billion valuation. Anytime you introduce safety features, especially a company like Discord, you inhibit new users from coming onto your platform. They want to bring in as many users as possible. It pumps up their valuation. Again, they have a $14 billion valuation. They're going public. Why would they want to inhibit new users?
This is a myth, and honestly, this is a myth I used to believe. I thought there is no way social media companies, Discord, things like this would allow the type of content that I had heard was out there. We got involved in this, and I said, holy shit. There really is child porn. There really is child sex abuse material. There really is all this horrible stuff going on out there. And Discord is not taking reasonable steps to stop it. Discord is not taking these things off the platform, even after it's been pointed out to them multiple times. These are serious things that I just assumed any responsible company would be doing. It's not happening.
Myth or fact? Parents are always and solely responsible for what their kids do online.
Myth. 100% a myth. I'm a father of 4 children. Of course, I think I am a great father, but that is self-serving. But here's my thought. There's a lot of victim shaming going on, and a lot of shaming of these parents. And folks out there are going to say, the knee-jerk reaction is, how come you weren't watching what your kids are doing? That's assuming that all parents are helicopter parents who are hovering over their children, but I've been guilty of giving my kid a tablet or a phone to keep them quiet for a few minutes. And while they're playing this video game, cloaked behind the anonymity of an online figure, it could be another 40-year-old man like myself. You think your child's playing with another 6-year-old or 8-year-old, whatever age your child is, they could be playing with an adult who has the worst of intentions, who has nefarious intentions. Many of them are pedophiles, sexual predators. Roblox has known about this. Discord has known about this, and they've done nothing about it. So to blame the parents, could parents parent better? Sure, but that doesn't remove the culpability of the bad actor, which is these very platforms that enable the predation of children. Stan?
This is a myth, right? And the reason it's a myth is because these companies go out of their way to misrepresent their product to the parent. They tell the parent this is a safe place to leave your child while you go make dinner. Look, they can chat with friends. They don't tell the parent this is a cesspool full of pedophiles that may be out there to molest and take advantage of your kid. It's like in the old days, parents were responsible for what they gave their kids to read, right? But if you as a parent hand your kid what is looks like a Snoopy comic on the cover, is it really your fault if your kid flips to page 20 and finds porn that was hidden inside? Parents are taking reasonable steps to try to protect their children. The products that are being put out there are absolute cesspools with porn hidden behind Snoopy covers.
Myth or fact? Online predators cannot be traced or held legally accountable.
You know, I'd like to say this is a myth, but this is almost a fact because Roblox and some of these platforms go out there and they make it so damn easy for some jerk off in China to pretend to be a 12-year-old girl, go through like 6 anonymous servers and reach out to contact your children. I wish it was a myth, but it's now become a fact because these platforms have not taken the reasonable steps to prevent these guys from getting on there and wreaking havoc. There is physical abductions, there is exchange of child porn, there is direct harassment of kids to the point that they're committing suicide. And sometimes this person will be in Korea, this person will be in China, and Roblox has given this person a direct pathway to speak to and abuse your child when you know damn well, they know damn well you're never tracking this guy down in China. There's a lot of stuff that goes on that Roblox allows to happen to these kids, knowing damn well they're never going to find these bad actors.
Mostly a myth. Yes, they can be held accountable. In many cases, we can trace them, but what Stan said is correct. Many of these bad actors, and oftentimes there's gangs of these bad actors that trade in what's known as child sexual abuse materials. These are photos of children in sexually suggestive poses, pictures of their genitalia, and they cloak themselves behind servers and many different servers where they're difficult to track down. Many of these adults who are masquerading as other children are foreign actors. But to the extent that they're in America and we're able to track them down and figure out what their IP address is, law enforcement has arrested a number of these individuals. We presently represent, I would say, we're representing about 1,400 Roblox sexual abuse survivors, and at least 300 to 400 of these cases were Americans, I should say, American perpetrators who were subsequently arrested by law enforcement. So it is a myth, but what's said is correct. It's very difficult to track these individuals down because Roblox makes it very difficult to track these individuals down because Roblox is reprehensible and Roblox is at fault for all of this.